Articulation rhyme. Articulation rhyme. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad hits. Start a mix. Subscribe.
Sexy Ninja Toes.
Hey, what's up you guys? Articulation Prime here doing another NECA figure review on my first video review ever on a Predator figure. Big thanks to Ruben. Thank you so much, man. He just sent this to my P.O. box. He'd been wanting me to review a Predator figure, as well as a lot of other viewers of the Articulation Prime YouTube channel. So not only have you made me happy by setting me up with this figure, because I've always been kind of interested in Predator figures, but I've never been a big enough fan to really get into them. So now I finally have one to review. At the top of the box over here, it says ages 17 and up. Battle Armored Lost Predator. Battle Armored Lost Predator over here, it says as well. It says Predator 2 with over 25 points of articulation, includes sword, sheath, and throwing disc. And then on the card over here, we get a picture of the Predator. And then on the back over here, we have a picture of the figure. And then it says, The Lost Hunters, a clan shrouded in mystery, travelers of both time and space. The Predators exist to hunt, and they adhere to a strict code of honor where defeat is equal to death. And then it shows that he has his aliases are Borg, Green, weapons, throwing disc, sword. And then we have other figures from the wave right down there. So big thanks again, Ruben. I'm really excited to open this figure. Let's crack it open. So I'm very impressed with this figure. Very, very cool looking figure. I've always thought the Predator figures looked really cool. Great paint detail, great sculpting, but the articulation is actually a lot more impressive than I thought it would be. Doing a little 360 over here. It just looks pretty badass. I love this glossy blue paint, navy blue paint that they have on the figure, on his armor and everything. Very cool. So he comes with a couple cool accessories. Let's take a closer look at those. Then we'll get a close look at the figure. So this is his first accessory, his sword, or as Walter has told me, it's his lightsaber, I guess. So this is supposed to be a laser or a laser sword right over here at the red. I really like the silver dry brushing that they have over the black. That looks great. Again, with this beautiful metallic navy blue color right here on the handle of the sword. Nice silver paint applications on it as well. And it does fit nicely into his right hand, but not in his left hand. And if you angle it this way, it fits right into this sheath that's on his back. So you can see the little hole right over there. Slip that through. And there, that fits nicely, and it comes out the back right over here. And this sheath is attached to the belt, which is kind of strange. It's not attached to the back, but the belt. Then he comes with this throwing disc over here, which looks awesome. Again, same navy blue shiny paint. I love this silver paint applications on the spikes of the blade. And I really like this brown wash that's kind of seeping in there. That looks really, really cool. Nice sculpt on this. Same kind of thing going over here. The only complaint I have about this accessory is that there is no place for it to be stored on the figure. But as you can see right over here, this is what it looks like before the throwing blade is actually deployed. So that's kind of neat. You can see how it looks. And it does store very nicely in both his left hand and his right hand. So you can just have him hold it like that, or have him hold it over here. So the face on this is incredible. Look at the paint detail. Look at the sculpting. The sculpting is probably a lot more complicated than the paint detail. I like how we have the red and the eyes. Now my only complaint about this figure is that the face mask is not removable. I wish he could have an interchangeable faceplate, but he does not. I thought the helmets came off on these figures. Getting a profile shot of the figure over here, that looks great. Look at that. It's beautiful. I love how the dreadlocks came out. There's even some nice sculpted detail in these little mini hair tie things on his dreads. That is very cool. You can see the little notches sculpted in there. Great attention to detail. Look at that. That is beautiful. Look, even to the very bottom. Well done. And all the dreads are all a rubbery material. He has his shoulder laser over here, which looks awesome. And this actually came separately in the box. This little guy came detached right over here, and you just plug it right there. And it's on a ball joint, so it's fully articulated. So this can totally fold out and look around any way you want. I think that is really, really cool. And it folds back in nicely, which looks awesome too. And the detail on this left shoulder looks pretty good. Nice little spikes and bumps in there. Nice paint detail. Honestly, there is so much detail on the figure that I could spend a half hour talking about every little thing that they had done to this figure, but really, I mean, look at the armbands over here. I like the skin. The flesh tones on the figure came out really, really cool. You got these little dots, and those fishnets are sculpted on there. They're not just painted on. The legs have some armor on them over here too. These look really cool. A lot of nice painted detail there as well. Then these sections right over here are made out of really soft plastic. So is this. And then you're supposed to keep this tucked underneath here. But that's just kind of neat how that works. And then the knee pads look really, really good too. Really nice shin guards over here. And of course we have the Predator toes. Oh my god, look at those Predator toes. They're so beautiful. I love the Predator toes. And then underneath the Predator toes. And it does have peg holes at the bottom of his feet. You kind of have to look hard for it, but like in the taint area and over here, you can see that the ball joints are kind of exposed and have a very flat color. The back of the figure looks great too. Look at that. That is awesome. Great looking figure. Great detail throughout. Just all this awesome sculpting and paint. It's so cool. And then this thing right here has all these tubes, and you can see like these bones and stuff coming out of it. Really, really cool. And I really like his reptilian look. You can see all the bumps on his skin and everything. The hands on the figure look pretty nice too. It looks like he has these brass knuckle type things going on over here. So as I mentioned earlier, I do like the articulation on this figure. It is pretty good. I only have one little gripe about it, as I'll mention in a second. The head looks up just a little bit like so, and it moves down a little bit, rotates side to side. It always kind of has this angle on it though when you do rotate the head side to side, but not a big deal. He has shoulders that move outward quite a bit. That is pretty cool. The shoulders do move forward as well. He also has an elbow rotation, but his elbows barely bend in, and that's a complaint I have. Both of these elbows, neither of them really bend in all the way. That's kind of a bummer. He does have waist articulation. It does crunch forward a little bit and backwards too. He does have a bit of a waist pivot. He does have hips that move all the way outward. He can do the splits. That's pretty impressive. He can kick all the way forward. He rotates at the upper thigh. Double jointed knees that bend in that much. And good job on NECA's part that they actually sculpted and painted the detail inside these knee joints. I really like that. The ankles do move side to side, down a little bit, up a little bit, and the beautiful ankle pivot. So this figure stands at about 8.5 inches tall. And to compare the Lost Predator to some other NECA figures, here it is compared to the battle damaged Gypsy Danger, NECA's original RoboCop, and NECA's Army of Darkness hero Ash figure. And for my fellow Marvel brethren, here he is compared to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. So I gotta say, this is a very cool figure. Thank you so much, Ruben. I really, really appreciate it. Very, very badass. I always thought these things looked cool, but never really picked one up. I'm not a huge Predator fan, so that's the only reason why. And I do think it is badass. I've seen a lot of them where I just think they're really cool. It's always a section I stop by and take a peek at. And luckily I do have the exoskeleton alien figure, so I will be posing those two together. I'm excited about that. I hope you guys liked my review. Please hit the like button if you did. Leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe. I will catch you guys later. Peace.
That's crispy.
The paint seems to be just the shavy.